let's see what we got. Welcome to Ellie and Lucas. We thought we'd take today to show you what we miss from the US, what products we miss from the US, and we thought it'd be so cool to show you with this package we got from the US. What do you think is inside? Be careful. You don't want to break our special products.
First thing in our box is spaghetti, but actually the whole point of this is that there's lots of things like Kraft macaroni and cheese that you can't get in Germany. I guess that's not really a shocker, but boy do I miss Kraft mac and cheese. Ellie's mom sends it to me almost like every holiday or birthday, like 5 packs, and I eat it all in like 2 days. Kraft mac and cheese does not exist. Sad.
It is sad.
What else is there?
Another thing I miss is peanut butter. And one of my favorite peanut butters is Smucker's without sugar. It's like Smucker's creamy or chunky, no sugar. Tastes so good.
And another thing is, well, for one, big bags of chocolate chips, because who doesn't like big bags of chocolate chips? Or like any big bags of chocolate, really. Yeah, mostly in Germany, you can only get these small little boxes, and they come in like an even smaller package inside. It's not like it's filled to the brim. But also, I really miss, which I never thought of before, in America, we have frosting, different flavors of frosting, pre-packaged, and it's not solid. In Germany, when you buy frosting, it comes as basically a solid block of like chocolate or vanilla frosting, and you have to melt it in a microwave and then apply it before it cools. And the other day, I really wanted some crackers to dip in frosting, and we don't have that here.
My favorite. I didn't used to be a huge soda drinker for the last 10 years, but my favorites has always been Cherry Pepsi. It just tastes so much different than Cherry Coke. But Germany is pretty much a Coke country, like everywhere, and while they have like 5,000 cans of Coke, they only have like 20 bottles of this, so I get it when I can.
If you're enjoying what we're doing, please continue to subscribe, tell your friends, click the like buttons below.
And thank you for supporting us this far.
Germany does have salsa, but not like a lot of salsa. Like you for sure, if you come from America, take it for granted that you can go to a grocery store and pick like 20 different kinds of salsa.
Have you ever seen like the giant like economic sizes of like gallons this big? Like it's like 2.5 gallons or 1.5, I don't know.
Obviously in America we can always buy in bulk, which isn't common, but still like even like this was the only salsa that Reva had the other day, so there's just not a lot of choices. So if you have a specific kind of salsa that you want on your German trip, bring it yourself and hope that airport security doesn't take it.
Another thing we miss going along with baking is Hersheys cocoa. This container is the first container I brought with us 3 years ago and used it for making Hersheys deep dark chocolate cake, the best chocolate cake I've ever had in my life. So it's a little beaten up here, but it's still original and authentic, and we've finally burned through our cocoa, and so now we have to use the stuff from Germany that doesn't taste the same.
What you can get in Germany is dried fruit. And who doesn't like dried fruit? Me and Ellie love dried fruit, especially on like our trips, which we cannot wait to go back on. However, you can't get it in as big of quantities like in the US, and it's quite expensive. Like I think this is like 2 euros, and some things are like 3, 4, even 5 euros, where a bag bigger than this in the US would be like $2 for like 3 times as much. So we definitely miss, like, again, story of our lives, large quantities.
Scrapbooking supplies. I love scrapbooking. And the problem with being in Germany is you can't get the paper, first of all, so I had to cut all of this down from bigger sheets that were like huge. And you also can't find the stickers, and I love these scrapbooking stickers. They're like 3D, and they're squishy and fun to play with and fun to put on your pages, and they just make it look so much better. And you can't find those here, or definitely not as much.
Last thing for me is common medicines that you get in the US, like ibuprofen. You can get ibuprofen, or like Advil is the brand name in the US, and you can get it. And again, big containers, which I get a lot of headaches, so I always buy them in bulk. And here, it's a little more expensive and you don't get as much.
You also like can't get it in like the normal stores. Like we could just go to Walmart and buy this giant container of ibuprofen and like no big deal. But here you have to go to the special pharmacy to get it.
Well,
are you talking about the Zoll story?
yeah.
Okay.
You also don't try to like have a family member send you a big bottle. Me and Ellie have had big bottles here that we've like brought from like on like airplanes, and they've never worried about it. But this last Christmas, Ellie's mom tried to send us like a big bottle of Advil because she knows how much I tend to use it for my headaches, and it got stopped by the customs because it's technically a drug, and all things in Germany, all drugs must be purchased from like a registered pharmacy. It was sad. We weren't very happy.
It was like we saw it at the Zoll and it was on their desk, and I was like, I could touch it, but I couldn't take it home with me. So sad. Going along with our ibuprofen story, when we had to go to the Zoll or the customs to pick up our ibuprofen, my mom also tried to ship me some eye drops. And you can get eye drops over here. However, I don't like the containers because they're like this weird pump thing. Whereas like these I like because you can like squeeze them, and I'm not afraid that I'm going to like miss my eye, or I don't know. It just seems simpler like this. And luckily, the customs let us keep these because there weren't any of the active ingredients in there. The last one is an interesting one. This is my favorite deodorant, and so I really like using stick deodorants that have aluminum in them because they help control my sweating. I've tried other stick deodorants here in Germany and found out they don't really work as well, and I think because they don't have aluminum in them. But then I found this spray deodorant, which made me really happy here in Germany, and it has some aluminum in it. And I actually like it a lot, and I find it works much better. So there's something I like in Germany.
It's definitely getting a little hard with this being cooped up inside, but
Yeah.
This week it actually was warming up in Germany. We got to like 10 degrees Celsius, which is like 40, high 40s in Fahrenheit. So we're really hoping in the next coming weeks and stuff we'll be able to get outside and at least explore like some nature, if not cities, right? Mm-hmm. So something to look forward to. We need to get out of this house.
Subscribe and help us on our goal to 2,000 subscribers by the end of this year. Thanks. Mark.